I've done over 380 or so discovery calls, and the single biggest question that I get asked is all about unlocking the potential. It comes in various different guises, like, how can I get off this hamster wheel? Why do I have to, why am I doing 60, 70 hours a week? How can I build a business that works for me? That kind of stuff. How do I kickstart my business back into action after this lull of COVID? All those kinds of questions. How do I get more out of my business? How do I get more out of my life? And it all boils down, when I've looked at all these sort of business mapping discovery calls that I have with lots and lots of different potential clients that have become existing clients, it's all boiled down to one thing. Every single person I work with feels like there's so much more inside them, so much more potential, so much more they can give, so much more they can do, so much more they can earn, but yet they feel trapped in this cycle, the system of doing what they're doing the work, doing the stuff, being the businessman, being the businesswoman, working 80 hours a week, all this sort of stuff. So how do we release and really realise all that potential? Well, first of all, you've got to kind of understand what you want to do with that potential. It's okay having potential, but what do we want to do with it? If you had all that potential, if it was unleashed into the world, what's it going to do for you? Where do you want it to take you? So it's back to that compelling vision of the future. And we always, as humans, we always overestimate what we can do in a year, but we always underestimate what we can do in 10. So think, if you had all the potential inside you and it was out and it was unleashed, what would you want to do? What would you want to be in 10 years' time? Where would you want to go? Who would you want to become? So set that intention. Where do you want to be? Think about where you are now and think about the gap between those two places. Think about what could you do to get there. What can you do? What can you actually do to get to that place that you're trying to get to? Because most of you haven't defined where you're trying to get to. I understand that. I spent my life, in my corporate career, not defining where I wanted to be. Yeah, I had goals. Yeah, I reached my goals. But then when the rug got pulled, I was lost. And there's so many people that I work with, that I interact with every day, that are just lost. They're just trapped in this cycle of doing and doing and doing and doing and being and rolling and hamster wheeling and stuff. And it's not right. So like I said, the most frequently asked question boils down to, how do I unlock all this potential inside me? So there's a really simple framework. I always have all these simple frameworks. It's, if you think about your life and your potential inside you as a journey to get to a place you want to be in the future. Where are you now? What's the point A in the journey? What's the point B? Where do you want to be in the journey? What could you do if you had all this potential inside you and it was unleashed in the world? What are the options? What could you do to move yourself forwards? And then choose an option. Choose something to do to unleash that potential. Start to move outside your comfort zone, expand your comfort zone, move forward, taking those massive progress steps. And then once you've got these choices of things you could do, choose one. And once you've chosen one, ask yourself why. Why do I want to choose that? Why is it that thing that I want to do? Because it excites you, probably. That's why, and it's something you can do given some effort and a push. And then once you've asked yourself why you want to do it, then tell yourself when you're going to do it by. Yeah? When are you going to do it by? And once you've got those 6 components, where are you now? Where do you want to be? What are the choices? What are the options to get there? What are you going to choose? Why are you going to choose it? And when you're going to implement that thing by, that's when you can start feeling that potential starting to come out. You start to realise, I can do this. So people who know they've got potential, more potential than they're showing the world, they're releasing into the world, it's typically because they're asking themselves the wrong questions. It's typically because there's no destination to sail to. It's not the wind that gets us to where we want to go. It's the setting of the sails. I'll leave you with that. That's Andy Henderson, Sherpa Guidance. Forward thinking. It's great to see you here. It's great that you are listening to me, my words of sometimes wisdom, sometimes not. It's a fabulous day. I'm just back from 2 weeks on holiday. Hope you've had a nice holiday if you've been away. And if you're going away soon, I hope you really enjoy yourself. It's really good to spend time with family, doing things we love to do. It's not all about work, is it? So I'm signing off now. Good to see you. And just remember, you're just one step away.